Well, hello there, my darlings, and welcome to what will hopefully be a rather handy guide as to how the mining script works. Let me just move my wonderful steed, Sleipnir's Call, off the track. And let's have a look at all the new icons on the map. So, on the map, you have this icon, Einersberg Mine, or Annersberg Mine. You also have this icon for Annersberg Processing. These two are one of the important two. They link together. Anything you get in here will be stones. You have to go over to the processing to break open the stones. Within the stones there could be copper, there could be copper ore, there could be iron ore, there could be gold nuggets, nitrite, salts, etc. Or you could just get rock, it could just be empty stone. There is another mine on the map, that would be this one. And in this one, you can get precious gems, as well as stone again. If you do get stone currently, you will have to sort of migrate your way over to the only processing point on the map. That sounded very cougarish. That was the wrong button. That's because it is very cougarish. I'm just going to walk into town. So, here's how this whole thing works. Without me getting off, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Off you go that way. So, I am going to assume that you may want to do something as simple as you want to go doing normal mining. Both mine systems work exactly the same. So you would need to come up to the mine entrance. I know, in the smoke and the smog. I will be adding more mines over time, by the way. These are just to get us started so we have something to do. Damn, this place is filthy. But no, you would need to come up to the mine entrance, find a place to park your horse if you've come on horseback. I recommend somewhere out of the way so your horse doesn't get injured or anything. Which for me, I am going to park it right next to the foreman's, right here. This seems like a safe place to leave a horse. You would then walk over to this individual at the entrance. Now we're going to Annersberg number 2 mine. So you'll walk up to the guy and it will show the prompt go on duty. You press and hold that, you are now on duty, and you can see lots of little blips of Sunny showing up. As you can see. So now it's just a case of you walk up to any one of those blips. I'm going to go over here because it looks like there's quite a few different ones. Howdy, sir. I should probably have my mining hat on, but I don't actually have a mining hat. Well, no, you'd walk over to where you're assigned, where you wanted to go. Drop down to get to where you need to be. And I think this bit here looks like a good spot to start mining. So you press space, you press the left mouse button, or whichever button pops up on your prompt, and you hold it. And as you can see, I received stone. I can mine the same spot repeatedly. And if I wish, I can sing a little dwarven song. So I'm going to do this until I have 30 stone. And I'll bring you back once I've done that. I have just filled my inventory. Here we go. Ow. It's blinding. Oh. We should have gone through there. Oopsie. Oh well, no one told us. But we've finished our stint in the mines. So now we need to talk to this guy, let him know that we're clocking off. You know, we're off duty on the mining side of things. We will collect our horse. Good boy, Sleipnir. Good boy. And now we're heading over to here. So this is the next step along the way. This is where you find what was in those stones you've been gathering so diligently. So I think I'm going to park my horse just here. Don't bolt at anything, don't spook at anything. You wait for me right here, Sleipnir. Got it? Be a good horse. You're a good horse, I know. I know, you're a very good horse. Good boy. So, same as last time. First things first, we need to go on duty. Without we go on duty, you're not going to see anything. I've got some rocks I need to sort out, can I? Thank you. And once again, you'll see that there's little yellow blips showing on your map. You basically go down to any of these processing stations. Advice, you do not suit walking down here, do you, buddy? Sorry, sir. Don't mind me, just coming through, thank you. And then you start to process. And what you'll see on this bit is you'll get a little icon show up, which gives you an idea of what you're about to get. Thing is, I never remember what each one is. I believe this might be rock. You also get XP. That's copper. Is that copper or is that clay? That could be clay though. That's either copper or clay. That was clay, okay. But you'll receive XP for this. Now, I believe there's things that this unlocks, but don't quote me on this because I've not looked at that for a long time. In fact, I will go check that right now. Aha. Yeah, so the higher you level, the quicker the progress bar goes. So right now you can see I get a 14-second progress bar. That means I'm level 2. If I can get all the way to level 10, my progress bar will be 5 seconds. Which, as you can imagine, will make mining a lot more efficient. I'm not having a good haul this time, am I? But all of this, I say, is getting me XP, so I'll bring you back in once I finish my processing work. Oh no, I missed some. there we go. Got a lot of processing. I don't think I got any ores out of that. Never mind, I got 2 copper ore. So from there, I know it's very loud in here, I'm sorry. You'd need to walk all the way down here. To this point here. This is where you smelt ores. So, this is where you change your copper ore from copper ore into a copper bar. I know, not the most realistic, but the game's we're working with what we have currently. And as you can see, I get more recipes for that. And then once I'm done, I can come all the way back up here and press all the processing stations, the NPCs doing the other stuff up here. And then we talk to this guy here to go off duty again. So we clock ourselves out as well. And there we go, we're clocked out officially. And that's it. Now what can you do with the copper bars, for example? So right now, the best you can do is sell them at any hardware, so I'd need to add one down here. But in the future, we will be having the option to craft things and the like, to turn them into jewellery, or maybe other useful items, or just maybe other items you can sell. But that's been your little tutorial. Hopefully it's helped a bit. Hopefully it's worked as a handy little guide. And until next time, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye bye.